Get to the game. Let's get to the game. Welcome back, everybody. I missed y'all. I missed y'all so much. It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. All right. That was the Old Hunters, the DLC soundtrack we were listening to. Oh my god. Is it just the best ever? Is it just so good? Anyways. But okay, so here we are. On this character, this is not the character I've been playing. This is just another one of my actually PvP build, you know. Let's see if Yusefka, the real Yusefka, has anything more to say to us.
You are safe, thank goodness. But I'm afraid nothing will change my mind. I cannot open the door. Please, try to understand my position. I pray for your safety.
No, that's it?
You are safe.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess I was wrong. I could have sworn. Oh my god, Mr. Will. Dude, thank you so much for that $5 donation. My god, man. You don't have to do that. I really appreciate it, though. He says, B, hi. How's it going, man? Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. And A-Greens with the host. Really appreciate it. Dude for greatness. What's going on, my man? Right on. Right on. Right on. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. On this character, we are just about ready to fight Queen Yarnum, too. So I will be showing that off probably when we get to Maria and we talk about her history. And probably after we kill her so we can get her garb. Because her garb has some very tasty lore. Very tasty. It's true. It's true. Witcher Bran, what's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome back. Let's get off this character. Let's waste a fire paper first. Okay, good. Done and done. Captain Cadence, thank you for the host. Really appreciate it. Yes, Lady Maria. So we actually haven't even gone into the DLC quite yet. But we will. We will. So also on the checklist, these are the surprises. I'll just go ahead and tell you. We got the Ring of Betrothal, and also the Yarnum Stone is what you get from killing Queen Yarnum. And I'm wondering if you can do something with it in Maria's fight. Probably not. Probably not, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, here we go. So I was able to purchase every last piece of armor or garb in the game. So I'm just mixing it, mashing up them fashion-born. You know, not bad. Not bad. Not what I would typically go with, but anyways, the DLC. So the DLC is all about the Hunter's Nightmare, and I'm going to go ahead and explain my theories about the storyline and the implications of certain things. The big stuff, right? So the Hunter's Nightmare, that is Gehrman's nightmare. Gehrman was the first hunter, so naturally he would be the first blood-addled hunter, I would imagine. And it's his nightmare, right? When I was playing it blind, the community as a whole, we were talking about, I forgot who exactly. It might have been Scorpio who said this, but pitched the idea that the order of the DLC, the order you go through it, is actually how you'd go. It's reversed through time. So the very first on the timeline would be the Orphan of Cause incident, and then it's just going in reverse. But we'll talk about much more of that later. Right now we got to go to Cathedral Ward. Cathedral Ward. I know, Pinky. Me too, man. Me too. Full disclosure, you're gonna let you know you're not wearing pants. Hey, neither am I. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, so in my opinion, this is Gehrman's nightmare. He's never actually in it, but in the trailer for the DLC, you see Gehrman going through the fishing hamlet, and since you don't see him at all, and he's not really ever mentioned, but the whole nightmare, it all is kind of coming from his perspective, and there is, I think, some spin he's put on some of the characters in the nightmare, some of the hunters, the old hunters in the nightmare.
Cursed fiends, their children too. And their children forever true.
Curse the fiends and their children too. So that woman, whoever that is, I don't really know. I know that you can hear that same dialogue, that same recording from the fishing hamlet in like one of the houses. There's lots of mumblings and whatnot. But anyways, here we are in the Hunter's Nightmare. So let's go ahead and read that. The key, the blood-addled, the Eye of a Blood-Drunk Hunter. This is what enabled us to get here. The Eye of a Blood-Drunk Hunter. Its pupil is collapsed and turned to mush, indicating the onset of the Scourge of Beasts. A hunter who goes drunk with blood is said to be taken by the nightmare, destined to wander forever, engaged in an endless hunt. It is a fate that no hunter can escape. No hunter can escape. Not even Lady Maria. And already you can tell this is the Cathedral Ward. This is really cool aspect of the game. But apparently, maybe the Tomb of Odin wasn't even constructed yet, or perhaps it's being misremembered in this nightmare, which is entirely possible, as you will see. And first, we have this door, which normally takes us to the Upper Cathedral Ward. Once again, we have a locked door, and nothing else. Really. No plaza out here. Than that, it's pretty identical. I like how the little detail that the statue hasn't fallen over and crumbled yet. 'Cause this is based off of Gehrman's memory from way back when. Already you can see the brilliant level design. It's a little item tease. I love that. Teasing an item that you'll be able to get later, but at this point, there is no obvious means of picking it up. I love it. I love it. And out here we are welcome with what the fuck is all of that? Beautiful. There's the Grand Cathedral. The Astral Clock Tower. There are two Grand Cathedrals here in the Hunter's Nightmare. And this looks like the Eye of a Blood-Drunk Hunter. Now, I think this is kind of a stretch. But the key item that allows you to get here, the Eye of a Blood-Drunk Hunter, I think this is Gehrman's eye. It's like his actual eye, not in like from one of the dreams, but from reality. This was his eye, and it appears in the hunter's dream, right? Which is kind of Gehrman's domain. I mean, obviously the moon presence and whatnot, but it's very possible it could be someone else's. Granted, however, if my theory is correct, this is Gehrman's nightmare, and which we will see evidence of much later. Here we have like the sun, or maybe a moon, perhaps. Although it does look kind of daytime, which looks a lot like the pupil, collapsed pupil. Some frenzied cold blood over here, and this I interpret all this as like foggy memory, right? Because obviously there are some very accurate. Ooh, we'll get that item later. There are some very accurate. Hold on, 1 second. So the DLC, I'm probably actually under leveled for the DLC, which makes it all the funner. And here we have a locked gate, very similar to the real world. But once again, we have all this misremembered, forgotten even. Now there is no like definitive timeline of when Garmin's reality was and in relation to our reality now. But I think it was hundreds of years ago. And I love, this is your introduction to the DLC. Beasts, and we have old hunters. Hunters drunk with blood. That has succumbed to the nightmare. The parry timing on these guys is very weird. What's up, Cyweed? How's it going? I know, I might have went a little overboard with the GIF emotes here. There's a lot of them now. There are a lot of them. Suvi, what's going on? How you doing? Great to see y'all. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I love the little Orphan of Cause one and the Mimic. We have the Old Hunter's gloves, and we picked up the Old Hunter hat. And I will read that in just a moment. We got 2 pieces of this new attire, so let's go ahead and throw those on. Old Hunter cap. Old Hunter cap with a wide brim that hides the sharp gaze. In the old days, when hunters were 10 a penny, this was part of their standard garb. I really like this hat. I really do, because it's similar to Gascoigne's. But it has a much larger brim, and that's my complaint. For some reason, if you have a female character, they made the brim of the Gascoigne's hat way shorter than the male version, and it looks a whole lot worse. Wait, hold on, let's equip that. Sorry about that, and let's get those Old Hunter gloves on. Old Hunter gauntlets made of brass to protect their weapon-bearing hands. At the time, some hunters believed that certain metals would ward off beast blood. On a night of the hunt, it is no wonder that some resort to superstition. I think that's more of a kind of more of a throwback. The olden times always having all these superstitions that we know, that we prove later on. I think that leads to kind of backing up that it's been hundreds of years since the time of Garmin and Maria and Bergenworth and all that. T Wales, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yes, I weed. Totally, man. I love it. This is just, so beautiful. I love how some of the architecture is tilted. Nothing is quite right. Like I was saying earlier, there are 2 grand cathedrals. But why? I think, I don't know, different domains of different characters, because those that occupy both cathedrals are very strong characters. So you'll notice that typically in the main game, these beasts, they will do this if you produce fire. They will do that. But I don't even have to produce fire, and they're cowering in fear. Do that spooky 666 damage there. Once again. And as the description on the hat was saying, hunters were 10 a penny. I think the beasts of this time were very much... They knew they were outnumbered, right? And they're very much afraid. Very much afraid of hunters. Oh, for the most part, these ones are a bit more brazen. Ow. And I think that's because of the hunter that's here. It's got some more new DLC weaponry in action. Get my bot together. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I sure hope you got some good arcane haze in that challenge. That's all I'm saying, boy. That's all I'm saying. So I love the little faction thing they kind of got going on. Oh, all hostile towards you, naturally. But they do fight each other, and of which you can take advantage of. So we're doing some pretty good damage, actually. We're doing some pretty good damage. Alright, relax, dude. So awkward. Those weapons. I really wish I could like those weapons more, but like the threaded cane and the beast cutter, I don't know. I just don't jive. Don't jive with the transformed versions. Just too slow and awkward for my taste. But I do like their design. I think they're cool, which is why I wish I was like good with them or knew how to use them. But this is the Grand Plaza with the same exact statue, tombstones. But I love how all this forgotten terrain, all just built in. Feels like it's all melting together. And this area is pretty much cleared out. Wait, no, not so. What's not so great for PvP? The blades, or not the blades, but the whip, stuff. Yeah, and we got some douches. Speaking of though, this stake driver, what I'm using. Hey, Slow Cloud, what's going on, my friend? And you're blind, my man. It's great to see you. Thanks for being here. And left for you, Smooth Criminals into house. Oh, snap. Is this a raid? Is it a raid? Dude, thank you for the raid, man. How was your cast? What were you playing? We are just getting into the DLC in this lore playthrough and of Bloodborne here. Getting all ready for, you know, that sweet, sexy release that's going to be happening in almost a week, ladies and gentlemen. Almost a week. I'm really excited. But Luis O'Tennille and Z Brad, thank you for the follows. Really appreciate it. How are y'all doing? My goodness, thank you for bringing these awesome people here. What were you playing, man? And how did your cast go? I'm gonna go ahead and get this little shortcut here, because also we get some trousers. A hunter does need a good pair of trousers. Let's go ahead and get this shortcut. Noob, what's up, man? You're playing Wheel of Fortune? No way, that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope you had a fun time. No doubt you did. Now these ooh, took off my pants a little prematurely there. My goodness. Scottish Beast. Thank you for the follow, man. The old hunter trousers, let's take a look. Old hunter trousers that protected countless hunters from the beasts in an older age. A widespread belief of the period was that beast blood crept up the right leg, and this led to the double-wrapped belt. As you see... Oops. Let me just put that bit on. There we go. As you can see, that double-wrapped belt around the right thigh. And if you notice very carefully, old Garriman, he has a peg leg on his right leg, which makes me think that he got injured or bitten or wounded somehow from a beast. Or no, that's it. Oh my god, I just got it, you guys. I just got it. because this is his nightmare, and this nightmare is where blood drunk hunters resides. I think Gehrman was going blood drunk. Gehrman was going blood drunk, so they amputated his leg to try and keep him. Oh, thank you. That's all right though. That's all right. It just added to the drama and the atmosphere. It just added to the drama and atmosphere. But he was going blood drunk, so they amputated his leg to try and keep him from, transforming to a beast or getting too blood drunk. I think that's maybe how he lost his life. Now down here is kind of the first rude awakening of the DLC, the first of many rude awakenings of this DLC. This DLC is probably the hardest content from FromSoft in any of their games. Starting with this motherfucker. This guy is stronger than normal. Thank you, Zabrad. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, okay. He's got a lot more health, and he does a lot more damage. See, look at that. I've got some pretty strong viscerals right now, and I need to get those parry timings down a little better. Oop, that's not an attack. That is, though. No, I appreciate it, guys. I do. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Okay, I didn't stagger him. Ooh, stick it. Fuck it. Oh! Yeah, parry spam. That's good. That's good. Holy shit. I think I died to that guy a few times my first playthrough. Only drops his blood vials. Oh, or does he? Some vermin. Ah. Some vermin. Now, we did get some vermin earlier when we met Valter in the Forbidden Woods. I do believe I've collected enough. So we're going to actually give Valter a visit in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright. Sorry about that. Beast Cutter. Here we go. Here we go. I actually, my stats might be like right on point for the Beast Catcher, but let's check it out. First weapon. A trick weapon wielded by the old hunters. This thick iron cleaver slices through the toughest of beast hides, and when transformed, the blade splits into sections, allowing one to lash it in the fashion of a heavy whip. This crude weapon relies on brute force and is regrettably inelegant, suggesting that the hunts of the earliest hunters made for horrific affairs, painted in sanguine blacks and reds. Damn! Speaking of painted, this description paints quite a picture of Yharnam back in the days of the first hunters. Now here, this is kind of your tutorial for what's to come in this first area. Some traps, some little like machine gun traps. Definitely used for beast hunting. Oh, I missed that item. I also missed another item up there. Let's go grab it. Let's go grab it, but just how fucking gorgeous. Great job they did there. But vermin. Oh, this is the one I was talking about. Forgot about that. Some Molotovs. Not bad. I don't even know if I found that in my first playthrough. I might have. Okay, I think this will be like twin shards or something. Something I don't really need, but you gotta get all the things. Yeah, there you go. 3 twin shards. It's a great place to get early shards and chunks, because you can access the DLC right after Amelia. Go grab some shards and chunks. Upgrade. Oh, God. An ambush on many accounts. And I'm gonna get hit. Oh, no, I'm not. Thank God. Wow. There's a way to run past it, which I usually do, but when I remember it, I should probably show it off. And I think that's a good way to do it. What's up, Blink System? How you doing, man? It's awesome to see you. Yeah, dude, I really wish I could be watching that Dark Souls 3 gameplay, man. I wish I could be, but I can't. Can't spoil it. Can't spoil it. Ah, yes, and finally, the last piece of the puzzle here. And I actually really like this. Looks really good. Where's that? There it is. Old Hunter Gob. Old Hunter Gob. Well, there you go. One day, the hunters disappeared, and Yanamites began to whisper of the hunter's sin. Drunk with blood, chasing after beasts, they would pass onto the nightmare. Every last one of them. Every one of them? Every hunter ever is to be drunk with blood. And the whispers of the hunter's sin. What is this hunter's sin? And this curse we're talking about that we've heard mention of that will become much more prevalent later. Could the curse be the hunter's nightmare itself? Garmin's curse. That cursed every other hunter because he's the first hunter. He set the standards. Here we go. Boom. Everything's all bloody except for the guy. But I really like that thrashed cape. Looks really good. Looks really good. All right. Another Rude Awakening. Number 2. These are the fuckers who sent down that wall. And what the fuck is that? Giant ass Cthulhu monster. You got dreads too. Oh! Fortunately, this motherfucker can be parried. If you time it right. Like that. Beautiful. Cthulhu Velstadt. Yeah, I love them. Actually, they are really cool. Super intimidating. I didn't think you'd be able to parry him at first. Also, you know what? I learned a little something the other day. I'm still learning stuff about this game. I didn't realize you could parry the giant boars. You can parry the giant boars. I know you could backstab them, of course, but you can actually parry them. Which is my preferred method of dealing with them now. So we got some Molotovs over there in the corner, and we get 6 blood vials. And we also got 6 blood vials from the big Cthulhu monster. And that's a hint. That's a hint of, hey, you're gonna need these. You're gonna need these. Of course, I'm talking about this guy. No, I'm not. I'm talking about Ludwig, who we will meet in just a little bit. I think everybody was thinking, okay, he's going to trigger now. No? Okay, he's going to trigger when I pick up this item. Right? No. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. And this, of course, is Sir Lord, the first figure. So the characters highlighted in the Old Hunters are the firsts. We have the first vicar of the Healing Church. We have Gehrman, the first hunter. We have Ludwig, the first hunter of the Healing Church. And we have Maria. Well, Maria probably the first one to delve out with that sweet, sweet vile blood, baby. Or the first one to take it, maybe. I don't know. You never go to Bloodborne's DLC? Oh my god, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. I haven't noticed it. Wait. What, Pinky? Really? What? Oh, you're talking about hobbits? Yeah. Oh, bitch. That's too funny. Gehrman's first apprentice. Oh, was she the first apprentice? And also orphan. And cause, which that kind of leads me to believe that Mother Cosm. I know I'm a Cosm hipster. So assuming. Ow, traps. Mother Cosm was the first encounter, probably. And the very beginning of their sin. I usually don't fall victim to that, but I just wanted to come over here first to look at this, like, not broken, but like dead. Dead, like petrified amygdala. Which is kind of no coincidence, since we find amygdala in the Nightmare Frontier. And here we are in another nightmare. Don't be fooled. Oh my god, that attack speed though. I've got some good attack speed too if you want to see it. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I thought. Max Peeps, what's up, man? That's Lady Maria to you. Of the Astral Clock Tower? Yes, indeed. That was her domain, which she was a part of the church. And I was thinking the other day, you know, why did they seal off Bergenworth? Why did the church seal off Bergenworth? And the first boss you fight after the seal, and oh my god, it's the Kelly's raid! Oh, thank you so much for the raid, Tina. You're wonderful. How was your cast? I hope you had a great one. And still playing that Dark Souls 2 for her first time. Blind playthrough. Got to love it. Gotta love it. Welcome everybody from Tina's channel. I really appreciate you coming over here with her. And thank you for supporting. It's the Kellys, because she's awesome. And if you guys don't follow her, you guys should. Absolutely. And Raphael Mackey, thank you for the follow. Ooh, I don't have the range. I'm using Stake Driver here in this build, which is something I've never done. Thought I'd have a little fun with it. Since this is a lore playthrough, we should have a little... Just do something new. Try and learn something new about the game, right? This is my favorite game. I love this game. So much fun. Welcome back, Archangel Serial, and thank you for being here. And Akebi, is that how you say your name? Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it, as well as Archangel Serial. And here, first time we see a new hunter tool here. That was a delayed Molotov he threw, which we will see. We'll find some in just a moment. This guy throws them too. They're not really threatening, dangerous, just because like they throw them and they just chill there for a couple seconds, and they're pretty obvious. Cast went great. You beat the pursuer. Wonderful. Good job, Tina. But he came back. Oh yeah, he does that. He does that. But good work. Good work. Now you know you can do it again. And as I was saying, here we have some delayed Molotovs. And oh my god. This is them taking advantage of the darkness. And you might recognize this area from the main game. This, of course, is that build.